Hey everybody, Mark and Susan, Colorado Sasquatch Research. Today me and Susan are in an area that we had told people we were going to go to. This area is very popular with rock hounders. It's also an area related to numerous missing 411 cases. Maurice Demetz is one of the most popular ones of the group. It's a cluster area, and people like to come up here for rock hounding. Now, we came up to this ridge. The only way to get up here is motorcycle, four-wheel drive. They only allow motorcycles, ATVs, or foot. Now, this area has topaz. We just found a huge vein of white quartz crystal, and it rained last night, so it really cleaned it up. And you come to this point up here where it opens up before you go into the rocky areas. And I came up over here along this base of this rock. I'm going to show this real quick. And there's an unusual scat pile here. You can see this. Now, there's my stick for reference. Look at this scat pile, and it's huge. There's a ton of it. Look at this right here. It's not any kind of... It could be... I don't think mountain lions. That's a lot of scat, Susan. It almost looks like a mix between a human and maybe a cat. It's right along this boulder here. So we wanted to come up to this area today because it's a very spooky area. Even David Pilates in one of his videos said, yeah, this area is very creepy. And there is nobody here today. I mean, there's nobody been here for a while. There's no human prints. There's no ATV tracks. So I'm just going to kind of show the area real quick, and I'll try and blend this into another video. This is really cool. So you have a cluster of missing people that have disappeared in this area.
Huge granite boulders.
Yeah, caves, granite, and this is the Rampart Range, and it just opens up for miles out there. And I'm gonna climb up on this giant monolith boulder here. We've never been back here, so we're in virgin territory today. We wanted to get up here because this is an area also that, like I said, that is part of the Missing 411 series in Colorado. And this is where every 21 years, almost to that 21, 22 years, someone has gone missing up here. And as far as me looking for forensic sign, there's no shotgun shells, didn't find any bullet casings, anything like that. It's very, very clean, very remote. So we wanted to get back up here. I guess the worst part about it is you have these power lines right here. It kind of destroys the ambiance of the view. Whoa. Oh. Just do a 360 degree Now, the reason we came across this place, by the way, is because last week we weren't having a whole bunch of luck. I think we found like one print. So we just decided to open our David Pilates books and check some of these areas. But see these boulders and everything that's out here. This is where a lot of rock hounders like to hike into the backcountry to find. And I'm going to show a quartz vein we found just around the bend here. I took some. It's really cool. But again, this is a very creepy area, very unexplained circumstances surrounding the missing people that have gone up here. Going all the way back to, I believe, 1939, and again, every 21 years. So you have a cluster area. Anyways, check this out. This is what we were finding earlier. Really nice quartz. Look at how clean it is, too. So I put a bunch in my pack, the most that I could carry, and take it as a memento. So we'll post the links to David Pilates' book, Devil in the Details. This trail actually, if we go up this way, connects to the Devil's Head area, which he has premiered in a couple of his videos. But you kind of have to work your way this way. This is the back side of it. And on the other side of this ridge line, where these are, you'll run across the Platte River, and there's a trail that takes you all the way around the back side of the old Nighthawk mine. It's on the other side of this ridge. And the Nighthawk mine had a kind of tumultuous, violent past in the Old West. And it's closed now, but you know, me and Susan were wondering about the cluster of all the missing people that have just like disappeared up here. If maybe, you know, they ran across somebody's plot. Although the Maurice Demetz case, which David premiered about in his book, the older man was with his son and they were rock hounding. They were looking for topaz up here, and he was only 50 yards from his son, and he was never ever seen again. No noise or anything. It's just like he just got sucked up into the air and just disappeared. They never found any trace of Maurice. So we're staying good close distance, and we're armed. It's virgin territory. We've never been up here before, so we're really enjoying the scenery. So that's what we're gonna do for the rest of this day. We're gonna see where we want to go. Get down in this forest down here. Look for some prints, and just explore the area. We don't know a whole lot about what David Pilates has written about. We had never come back here, so this is really neat. Now, we have been over on that mountain ridge, way over there. There's a lookout called Eagles Point, about right there. And we've been up there looking this way, so we've always, this monument over here, this rock area, we know we're out well from that side. Whoa, camera's all blurry. But we've never been on the back side, so this is really cool. Really cool. So that'll be it for this little segment today. We're just going to go exploring and do a little rock hounding and bigfooting. And we'll see what else comes about. I'm hoping to find some kind of sign, structures, prints, something out here today. But we're just at Recon today because we've never been up here. So that'll be it for this little segment today. And I'll try and blend this in with some other good stuff. This is a huge find for us today. As I showed you earlier, we were up on top of the rock, okay? So we decided to come down here because we found some quartz. And we heard something down here. Something broke branches. We were listening to it, right? We just found a Bigfoot area. Look at this. Now. Look, Susan. This isn't humans either. No. Look at this. It's like a little cage for a baby. There's no human being that can fit in there. Who would do something like this? Look at that. See, it's like a teepee. There's no trash.
I'll just show you the size of it.
Ah, I'll get you the size. Because look, you can't fit. If Susan couldn't fit in there, you would be the tightest fit. So it's like a juvenile or whatever it means. We think it means that this is their home down here. Reason being, we found up on top of the hill up here, we found these pile of pine cones with sticks on it pointing down here. And she was like, it's pointing to this rock. That's what it's doing. It's pointing down here. So I said, okay. And then we heard something. We heard something break a stick. Pow, down here. And then I was looking through the binoculars, and look at that arch behind it. See it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I want to get a 360. Look at all the twigs broken. There's no human that did this. Look at it. It's all dead wood. No saw. There's nothing around here. No trash. There is a little crevice cave. I'm going to look at that. But that's where I was up there and looking down. And look at this thing. I'm getting a 360 view here so that we saw this from a distance in the binoculars. That's why you should always carry binoculars, because you see these structures off in the thick forest, you would never see them. But what I'm not seeing, we found that scat pile up there, but we don't have, this isn't human made. Look at the size of this log.
I know, I'm getting that pressure in my ear now.
Really? We heard him down here. We wouldn't have seen this, Susan, if we hadn't heard that stick break down there. It's like a little miniature teepee, which it serves no function. So, we've got a, what I believe is a juvenile Sasquatch living down here. He may be a loner. Look, humans don't do this, guys. They just don't do this. There's not, and I'm not finding prints, which is really disturbing to me because, you know, I wanted to. I'm going to go up against the rock here. There's some light indentations here. Got berries, berry bushes. There's Bigfoot activity back here, guys. Okay, no cave along here, along this granite wall. But, beautiful, beautiful hidden area. Birds going nuts. So, absolutely zero sign of humans. Zero.
There's a cave up there.
Well, yeah, I couldn't really see it from here. You're right, there is one up there. It's a crevice. But we heard something down here, and it was like calling us, so we came down here, and sure as hell, look at this, guys. So, it's just manipulation, it's just play. It's just play. And this is not what you would consider like, I guess it's like a teepee, but it's not a lean-to frame, like an A-frame that you would associate with humans, because I'm telling you, I couldn't fit in there. So, it looks like maybe a cage to keep the baby safe. We've seen it before in other places. But, again, we're in virgin territory today, guys. We have no idea what we're doing. So, Dave's going to be interested in this. Wow. Pretty cool, huh?
Great find.
Yes, it is.
We
Only,
would never have seen it without binoculars.
well, also hearing something.
Yeah, we
heard something. See how those trees block that little... Alright, I'm just going to keep poking around. I really want to find a print. But it's... Oh, yeah, look at this. This is old, but... It's still... It looks like... Arch, yeah.
See, it's how it's tucked in there.
Whoa, what is... Oh, it's just weird. Weird topography here. This is a very creepy forest. Look down here on the hill. This is where we heard something down here. Wow. Really cool. There's got to be a cave entrance somewhere. I could see it. There's more X's down here. But just to find that, you know, in the middle of the forest is crazy, isn't it? Not a soul up here. And what me and Susan had just been saying to each other is, there is no sign of human activity around here at all. There's not any kind of trash. I mean, we go to a lot of forests where you see evidence of trash and water bottles or cigarette butts. But here it's just like pristine. It's just too thick down there. You can't really see anything. Wow. Okay, guys. Really cool find. So, we've got a little teepee design, and we've got some woodwork. And we've got a rather large scat pile so far for the day. So we're just going to keep kind of pushing around this thing. because that's letting us know where he's here. And that totally trips me out. I'm really happy. We didn't know what we were going to find coming up here today. Okay, so we're going to continue to work around this large mud fossil and see where he goes. And we'll go from there. So let me walk back over there and then I'll kill this segment. Really cool. I don't want her to get separated from me either because we are in the missing 411 area. Oh, yeah, I can see it, but it's all blocked with a bush.
Yeah, come my way. Where I'm standing. Clearer picture.
Yeah, it's like right behind that tree, I know. We heard him down here, Susan, but there's no prints.
Yeah, I heard
That crack.
crack of the log or something.
Yeah, he was right here.
Pretty fine.
Yes, it is a great find. Yes, it is. And he's got a little seat here. But look, there's no... Look at how these logs are broke. I mean, they just collected big logs. And you know, now that we're back in the DNA game, and hair is really hard to find. But this is the type of cage, see? Look at how clean that is.
Yeah, it's just so little.
See how they stacked all this? I know it is so little. It's like, yeah, the little people. They took the time to do it. But that right there, Susan. This is not human. This is Sasquatch right here. Oh, I know. But when I see this, I know exactly what we've come across. Exactly. Okay, so we're going to continue on. Big find of the day, Rampart Range, Colorado Sasquatch Research, segment 2.